Alright, so last time I found two rings. One, two. Go a little slower. One of my viewers asked me to go slightly slower when scrolling over my gear because I didn't realize, I guess I didn't think about some people watch on their phones, and so they can't just frame advance like you can on a computer. The best item slots that I have are my weapon and my boot. The belt is pretty good as well. But the rings are nothing special, the amulet is nothing special, the gloves are okay. Am I in normal right now? Because I go into normal to re-roll the map. I guess I had already switched back over to hell. I'm really focusing on doing the 1.06 ring farming, and I might do. I did like a 1.07 Travenclaw video. I might do what's it called? The 1.0 guided playthrough. I might do a couple of those next week, just so that it's not like totally defunct forever. But like I said, in general, I'm going to be focusing on this ring hunting until I reach my goal of 522, which is 9 full mules, the inventory and stash, with 3 tomes of identify each. So we're looking for souls. Let's see if we have any on this map. I do not. There's only 3 types of monsters that will spawn on at a time in a zone. So once I've seen 3 of them, I can move on to the next zone. Or to the next zone. I can re-roll the map. That's what I meant. Since Isuel is right here, I'll kill him. It will give me experience as well as a zone of dead monsters to make it easier to try to get 4 souls by themselves with no other monsters in the aggro radius. Okay, I've seen 3 monster types. So I roll the map again. Tomorrow, I'll be visiting my parents again. I think I was there last week. But because of the hurricane, yeah, I was there last week. Because of the hurricane, they had some trees fall over. No damage to their house, but it's just some cleanup. So I'll be helping them chop the trees apart and getting them ready to be turned into firewood. And they do use firewood in the winter to heat their house. Why? Okay. See how many they think they are. They think they are 5. Okay, where's the other 2? Or whatever. Okay, there's 5. Alright. Gamble. Check the boots. Sturdy run walk. Everything else low, rolled low. Repair my weapon. Might as well repair everything else. There is no repair all button, so you have to actually click on each item to repair it. And now I run back and forth for anywhere from 10 seconds to 2 minutes, really, until they start again, and hopefully they think there's only 4 of them. And then each time they draw all their shapes, I gain 1400 magic find. And after 2 rounds of them drawing all their shapes, then in Hell in 1.06, all monsters will drop at least rare quality items or better. I say all monsters, all trash mobs. Not unique mobs, not champions, not bosses, not maggot babies, and not objects. And throwing weapons cannot be magic, so they will only spawn superior. But they pretty much do that anyway. Do the thing. Alright, I think there's 4. That's good. I think my poison ivy is fully, or 99% healed. I may have gotten a permanent scar from a spot where it was particularly bad. There's like a white mark on my arm where I had some of the poison ivy. But the itching is like 95% gone. Sometimes I get like a little bit of an itch, but scratching it doesn't make it worse, like when it's fully mega poison ivied. So this week, the whole week, I drank 2 energy drinks instead of, let's see, Monday through Friday, I would have normally had at least 10, probably about 12 or 13. So that's buying from the corner store. I saved about $35 or $40 this week on energy drinks. So that's good. You know, I bought 2. I would like that number to get to 0. And I think it has a good chance that it will. I've bought a jug for water so that I have something to drink in the morning rather than only once we get going and I have the cooler full of waters. So I don't have to like buy an energy drink to have something to drink in the car. Not that I had to buy an energy drink, I could have bought anything, like water. But even then, buying a bottle of water is not cheap from the corner store. So that's good. And I had, for the first time since probably March, I think, I had a steak today. And I really like steak, so that was nice. I spent, you know, it's not cheap for one meal worth of food. It was not cheap. but it was nice. I did get a cheap cut so that I could get a larger quantity. I got the London broil, but I like it just fine. So I don't need to have a ribeye to enjoy a steak, although that is my favorite steak. But they're not on sale, so one ribeye was going to be like $20. So, no thanks. I'll buy, a pound and a half of meat for $12, which is still kind of a lot, but it was tasty. And then, of course, I had 6 tomatoes. I had about a half a gallon of milk, and I'm currently eating, you know, before this video, and then when I finish this video, I'll finish eating them. I got frozen pineapple chunks. Usually I get blueberries, but I thought I would try getting some different fruits. So today I bought frozen pineapple. When I get frozen fruits, usually I get blueberries. When I get fresh, I've been mostly buying grapes. But I'll probably start switching that up too, to just like different fruits each day, and not necessarily what's on sale. And since I get the tomatoes, it doesn't have to be a large quantity because I have something else already. Like to help me feel full.
Stay a while and listen.
Fastest hit recovery, faster run walk. No good. The other stats and mods on it were not good either. Or rolled poorly. So one thing that happened this week at work is starting on Monday, I am going to be salary, and on paper, I received a raise, but in like actual fact, it's going to be a pay cut because I will no longer get paid for overtime. Uh, so, in theory, that means my trajectory is upwards. Salary is supposedly like more of a company man than an hourly role. Um, but if I end up like running short on money, even though I'm already cutting out energy drinks, then I will definitely start looking for uh, a different employment, one that gives overtime. Which may just mean going back to being a grocery stocker, which I am quite good at. Which, it's not hard to be good at grocery stocking, but you'd be surprised. Uh, fast and accurate, and good with numbers, and fast with numbers. Like being able to multiply how many products in a case and then figure out how many cases fit on a shelf quickly. Or how many cases do we sell in a day, and that kind of thing. Or slightly more complicated, how many cases fit on an end cap. And then with any job, there's all kind of little silly things that you wouldn't think of until you've done the job. But we'll see. want to see, like, at the end of the
Good to
month,
see you.
how much does the pay actually come out to, and then, after taxes, and then how much am I spending? I think it'll probably be fine.
What you need?
And if not, then I'll let them know. Like, hey, this isn't enough money. You gave me a pay cut, even though on paper it's a raise. So I looked for a job and got one somewhere else. I would not tell them before looking, getting an offer somewhere else, because my boss is the kind of guy who would absolutely, if you tell him you're looking for work somewhere else, then he would consider you already fired and be looking for your replacement rather than give you a raise to keep you. I've been thinking about like maybe even starting next week, and we'll see. Starting like either maybe 2 nights a week, like 2 weeknights. Just no matter how tired I feel like I am at the end of the day, just do a stream of some sort no matter what. Um, like a 2 or 3 hour stream. Regularly scheduled. So like, just for example, every Tuesday and Thursday, or every Monday and Friday, or something like that. It would, I would probably try to do, if I were going to do that, I'd probably try to do Monday and Wednesday, but it's tough to say, for sure. Not Tuesday, at least not right now. Tuesday is always
Yes.
long,
Hello.
at work, I mean. And then, some days if I only get 4 hours of sleep, oh well, they're just gonna have to deal with tired me. And if they want me to be not tired, then they need to hire enough people that I only work 8 hours. Dang. There I go, I was talking about my YouTube channel, and then it morphed into work. I really am like a teacher. Like, all I talk about is my work. It's crazy. So I think, at my parents' house tomorrow when we're doing the cleanup, I believe they said they had 6 trees that fell over. So it's going to be a lot of chopping with chainsaw and the axe. I don't. Why am I picking all this stuff up? I don't care about most of these bases. I know some people like the armor, high defense numbers. I'm not really interested in that. I don't need the high defense for the targets that I run. I think mostly that's only important if you're gonna be whirling through large crowds of monsters, which I don't really do. And when I do it, you know, it's just in these narrow passageways, so. So I'm not getting mobbed. So if they hit me, I leech back faster than what they hurt me for, generally. Because when I tried cows the other day, it was really dangerous. Like they were taking my health bar low quite often, and I had to only whirl around the edges. Some of that may be I was missing too much, but I think some of that is just they were hitting too much. I found a what's it called, text file on the Pure Diablo forums showing the area levels for 1.07.
Greetings.
So it may be that after I finish my 5,000 council runs, I try to run a few high area level zones and see if I can get some high runes there instead. Cold and lightning. If that light radius had been run walk, then I would keep this boot. But instead, I will not keep this boot. If that had been fastest run walk, then it would be a good competitor even for this one, I think. Because of the mana. Right, I don't need to teleport pad because I can leap. I keep forgetting that. Looks like I might find 0 rings today. Which is always annoying when that happens. A few amulets though, I think that's my 3rd amulet. I didn't mean to pick this up. And of course lots of boots. It's always nice to look at boots. In 1.0, you know, this is 1.06. If you listen, the war boot, clank sounds like a boot. In 1.06, sorry, 1.0, the sound that it has, it sounds like heavy gloves. So like a leather item dropping on the floor is what it sounds like. So it has the wrong sound file associated with it.
Impossible.
A ring! Thank you. Boots. I used to look at these, but I don't anymore, generally. I don't think I'll be making a Mace Mastery guy. Although they do have, I think, the potential for... They could probably get more damage than a Lance, I'm not sure, but the range is smaller.
I can't.
So the little short whirls that I do would be less likely to hit. And since I play at players 1 anyway, like I'm not doing multiplay, I don't really need more damage. Right, I have to put the ring away before identifying.
Hello.
Thank you. And then that's it. I'm gonna go sell my stuff, check out the gamble screen, and call it a day. Or a night. No good boots. No good anything.
Welcome to
Gamba.
the desert rain.
Let's find a ring.
Hi there. Good day.
I think I won't gamble any amulets if I see them.
Welcome to the desert rain.
I don't know. I guess I won't know for sure until I see the ring and or the amulet in the window. I'll try a couple more times, maybe until my inventory is full of boots and belts, and then quit.
Good day.
But this is what I used to do when I was doing Cocoon Touch. This is how I would gamble in 1.0.
Welcome to the desert rain.
Except I would not buy plated belts and I would not buy greaves because they're too expensive. And since I was level 30 or thereabouts, the shop window was more likely to have the lower tier items. All right.